Super Mario Wonder is a hard game to analyze because it's actually pretty great, but it's also exceedingly corporate. It provides the player with a steady stream of exceptionally exciting platforming challenges, powered by some seriously punchy presentation. The audiovisual splendor of all these magnificent misadventures is just as integral as the actual interactivity. And that's not a good thing. The game's biggest pitfall is mistaking wonder with sugary surrealism. The game's core gimmick is a no-breaks bombardment of ever-shifting mechanics and seat-of-your-pants level design. It's challenging enough for completionists and diehards, but it's also noisy, bouncy, and forgiving enough for any failure-fearing family members. No two stages are alike, so even when you pull up on a mediocre idea, it's swiftly shuffled aside in favor of a shinier one. At minimum, every level is wild and wacky and weird and immensely invigorating, but I wouldn't call it wonderful. I understand the idea of wonder is somewhat ephemeral and indefinable, but it is at least rooted in imagination. It is the beholding of a miraculous, impossible event which rattles the human mind's capacity to conceive. It's something we've all likely experienced once in our lives, and it's an incredible concept to evoke in interactive format. There are quite a few games that have stricken me senseless with novel design, visual flourish, or musical magic, but not Mario Wonder, because for all of its pretensions, it's still just another Mario game. The core movement mechanics and game flow are largely unchanged from New Super Mario Bros., and no matter how many magnificent moments of unspeakable magnitude it presents, you've eventually got to crash back into reality. This is fundamentally a pretty standard 2D platformer, meticulously designed to squeeze out optimal audience engagement without alienating anybody. Nintendo's too big to be too innovative, so instead of reimagining or recontextualizing the way we play platformers, they simply crafted a more frantic variant of their existing formula. For what it's worth, that formula is still good, and this game is still very well made, but for something titled Wonder, it's stunningly lacking in imagination.